Hey, and welcome to Lena Listens. My name is Lena, coming to y'all with my thoughts and reviews about the JBP. All right, y'all, real quick. I know it's been a while. It felt like that for me anyway. I've been dropping nonstop for 2 months, so a week away felt like a month. And it kind of felt like the same time Mel was away from the pod. I'm joking. I'm joking. Please don't take it seriously. But seriously, I'm a tech girly and it's been a super busy work week for me. But I didn't let that stop me from catching all of the episodes from this week. And y'all aren't here to hear me yep about work, so let's get into the pod. So instead of me doing my usual recap and commentary of the pod, I'm just going to jump into some of the things that raised my eyebrow. Feel free to drop your thoughts about any of the episodes in the comments. I'm almost certain everyone is somewhat caught up, so this video will be pieces of Monday's Patreon titled Android Energy, as well as episode 865 TFR. And I'll be doing a Patreon for what could have been yesterday's in a different video because we all know what happened. Well, possibly happened. We all played Inspector Gadget on Friday morning. So that video is just going to be a quick little one too about, what we think succumb, what we saw, so forth and so forth. All right, so on Monday's Patreon, I like the question Mark posed to the group.
Here with y'all.
Let me ask you a question. If you have to give one piece of advice to Mona based on what your experience here, what would it be?
Ice gave me great advice day one. Just want to put that out there.
What was it?
What was it?
Can I tell it?
Go ahead.
He just was like, don't focus on like the comments. Like he understands I already have internet presence and it's a little different here. He was like, that what he does is he mutes a lot of like our name.
Ice and Mark both gave good advice pertaining to how to handle the internet because people will let comments destroy their entire day. You can literally have 1,000 comments on a video or picture, right? 999 of those comments are people showing love and speaking highly of you, and then there's that one bad comment. And that one bad comment will make some folks forget all about the 999 great comments and let the one bad one wreak havoc on their entire day, which I think is absolutely insane, but that's just me. If you make content, please don't let it get you down in the dumps because you can't and you won't please everyone. It's impossible. It's okay for people to disagree or simply don't rock with your content or you for that matter. It's okay. Your content will find who it needs to find. It's literally that simple. I also liked and appreciated Park's advice as well. Come to work prepared. Know what you're talking about. I get it. Everyone is cool with one another. Therefore, the gig can easily not feel like the gig. But you have to remember that people are tuning in to hear you all speak on an array of topics all week, especially if you're a patroni, for hours at that. Doing a once-over on the topics you want to present to the gang the night before and having timestamps of what you're presenting will never hurt. Be prepared. And that advice can easily be applied to the entire room. Parks was low-key getting folks out of here this episode. Those slick one-liners and that advice was definitely for the room, not just Mona. Jumping on over to E versus the guys. Oh my goodness. For the marriage and single segment.
Like
Niggas to hurry up and get married. Y'all still here with me? We still in the same couch?
You gonna own the pizza shop and it's going
Hey,
like
hold on,
music
hold on,
notes
hold
on
on.
the
It ain't
front.
but 3 niggas on this pod that can even play around with that.
Sir,
With
we're
marriage.
not.
Mark and Flip. The rest of y'all need to just keep it quiet.
No, we don't.
married too.
Yes,
We
you still
don't.
on the same boat.
We're not on the same
Now,
boat.
if y'all recall from an old video of mine, I had a whole moment about how E was going to become the new Mel up there because he's single. Everything I said in that video eons ago is happening right before us. The difference between E and Mel is that E could really take it up a notch and have the debates because he knows the guys personally, as in being friends outside of the pod. let's be honest, you can't expect someone to get dogpiled on about their singleness and then get upset or feel away, for better words, when they actually have a rebuttal. They was getting tight during this segment. Everybody was in their feels. Everybody. Which side of the coin are you on for this one? Are you siding with Imani, or did y'all side with the guys? Let me know. What I will say, Mona will have no issue with getting the guys together in real time. That's actually really needed up there. It's needed. Put some things into perspective at those very moments. She has no problem at gathering the guys when need be, but in the jokingly manner. That's where she being a comedian really helps. They be on there cracking up with Mona. They really be cracking up, showing all 32. Alrighty, so 2 quick things I want to touch on from Wednesday's episode 865. Both things are from the music segments. I know they weren't really feeling Jeezy's new album, but I have to agree with Ice on his take. He basically was saying that Jeezy's older, so he's making age appropriate music, and I agree with it. When did TM 101 come out? 05? Like, come on, y'all. There shouldn't be nobody, especially if you had a successful run, talking about cutting and cooking anything up 20 years later. Like at all. It's time to talk about your now lived experiences. I get it. Don't forget where you came from, but also don't forget where you are and where you plan on going. That man has a book out, performing in Suits, was on BT Soul. Best believe that tall T is packed up in the closet somewhere. Moving on over to Cardi versus Nicki. Now, when I was watching this episode, I was thinking to myself, man, they just don't know. It's gotten way worse since they filmed this. Who would have thought an album would cause this much of an uproar from a handful of the rap girlies and Santana? It's all a mess if you ask me. It's no longer about the music. It's gotten extremely personal. The children are in the mix. It's all terrible. And I know they like to be on both sides up there on the pod when it comes to these 2 ladies, so it's probably tough for them to get their raw takes off about it all. Now, I did start the latest episode, 866, and I paused it right at the point where they was about to touch on the latest news about this fiasco. I paused it at that point, like right before then, I think. That way I can revisit the other episodes of the week and just chop it up with y'all about the previous episodes before we jump into 866, because that is definitely coming as well. So yeah, I'm just curious to hear all of their new takes and Mona's, since she's on the latest episode. So I'm curious to see what that sounds like when I get to it after this. All in all, these were cool pods from what I remember. I'm going off of muscle memory, guys, from a pod that I watched on Monday and Wednesday. So please be gracious and definitely feel free to drop your key moments of the episodes in the comments. I didn't touch on everything, obviously. So yeah. Also, Elevation, if you come across this, I heard your message at the end of one of your videos. Message and advice received. Thank you, kind sir. Heard it, got it, good to go. Until next time, which will be soon because I have time today. Bye.